Why?
I've spent my career spotlighting health and social disparities around the country.
What's the checkup about?
And I've reported a lot on Black women's health.
Do you think you would be here and your kids would be here if you hadn't had a doula?
Not at all, no.
But now I'm opening up about my own health journey.
I'm honestly very nervous.
3 years ago, I was diagnosed with fibroids, tumors that grow in the uterus. Up to 77% of women will develop fibroids sometime during their childbearing years, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. And only about 1/3 are large enough to get detected, so it's often undiagnosed. I maintain a healthy lifestyle and had lived with my fibroid symptoms until 2 months ago. On vacation, I began to bleed. Upon my return, I went back to work.
Well, I am so glad to be back with you after a short holiday with my family in Uganda.
And I went to the doctor. They referred me for an ultrasound, but I would never make it to that appointment. 24 hours later, I ended up in the emergency room. There, I learned one of my fibroids had doubled in size, as big as my entire uterus. If I didn't take action, doctors told me my symptoms would worsen. So I looked into specialized treatment and got a lot of scans.
Just finished the show, so now I'm heading to get my MRI. The shorts really make the outfit.
Then I met Dr. Tara Shirazian. She's a gynecologist and now my doctor.
The ultrasound tends to underestimate the number of fibroids.
Shirazian is the director of NYU Langone's Center for Fibroid Care.
This whole thing is the uterus.
Okay.
This, like there.
One of my big questions and concerns was fertility. And I think I even asked you, do I need to freeze my eggs right now? What does this mean?
Fibroids are so common. We know that women can still get pregnant, but we do have data that supports the fact that if a fibroid is in the lining of the uterus, it could increase your risk of miscarriage.
Many women, like my own mother, have healthy pregnancies with fibroids. And today, multiple treatment options exist. I underwent one of the least invasive surgical procedures, a hysteroscopy.
This is not exactly drawn to scale, but this is the fibroid here, right? Through the camera, we resect, we remove and take out this portion, and we can place your IUD.
I see.
It kind of sits in there, secretes progesterone, thins the lining, minimizes the bleeding.
I'm a little nervous, but I think it's just an important part to acknowledge. So let's see how this goes. Got a good look. She helped sort of walk me through my MRI, which showed exactly where the largest fibroid is that she's going to be taking out.
And 2 weeks later, a portion of my largest fibroid has been removed. It's the first step in my road to recovery, and it's one I hope will encourage more women to take their health into their own hands.
Joining us now, Dr. Tara Shirazian. She's the director at the NYU Center for Fibroid Care, and she's Zinhle's doctor. It is so good to have you here. Zinhle, can we just start with, I know you're feeling well, but tell the audience, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I am much improved. And you know what? It's kind of embarrassing because some of those clips of me at the hospital, I was on my phone because I was in denial about the situation. I thought, oh, I could go to work the next day. But I was wrong. And I think I was wrong because for so long I had been dealing with the symptoms. And for so long, my symptoms had been dismissed. And to me, this was preventable. It shouldn't have happened because, as I said, my mom had fibroids. She got them the same age I am right now, and yet I still ended up in the hospital. So I wanted to share this story so hopefully more women can know what signs to look out for and what treatment is out there.
Right, and speak up, right? So let's start with the treatments. What are the treatments that are out there?
Sure. So there are an array of treatments. I think you've just heard about a few in the video that we had discussed in the office. There are medications, there are procedures, and then there are surgical choices. Something as simple as a hysteroscopy, myomectomy, there's UAE, and there's, of course...
Can you put those in English for us? So is it taking part out, taking one out?
So the way I like to think about it is we can either shrink the fibroid or remove the fibroid or remove the uterus, of course, which is kind of a
That's the most drastic.
Yeah.
Right. And so for the symptoms, Zinhle, I know you've become familiar with these. Like, what do people need to know, to both of you? What are the warning signs? What are the I do need to go talk to someone?
Yeah. I mean, I think on my end, I had normalized things like heavy cramping, long periods, bleeding during my periods through my clothing. And it wasn't until I met Dr. Shirazian that I went, oh, that wasn't normal, despite the fact that I had been raising my hand. I wonder for you.
I think the symptoms are so normalized by women. They just think, oh, we have to put up with really bad periods every month. This is part of being a woman. I hear that, every day, which kind of drives me crazy because, like, no, we don't have to put up with it, right? We have lots of options for you. And the most important is that you understand how you're feeling, right? You understand the symptoms and you can decide whether or not you want to do something more.
Can I ask a dumb question? How do these fibroids get there in the first place? Like, that's the part I don't understand.
Yeah, well, they're smooth muscle tumors. So they grow in the muscle of the uterus. They're fed by estrogen, which every woman of reproductive years has. And it feeds the tumors and they grow slowly. They're benign, so we very rarely worry about cancer. Very low risk of that, 0.3%. But they create all kinds of problems for women.
We had all those terms up on the screen where they're located. I'm not sure what all that meant, but always in the uterus?
Yeah, well, that predicts your symptoms, really. Like the submucosal, which is the last type, is the one that bleeds. But not every fibroid bleeds. Like a lot of women come in saying, oh, I was getting so much bigger, I was buying larger clothes, but I wasn't bleeding, so I didn't think I had fibroids. So they don't have to bleed.
And for me, I wanted to share because I think people should know if you're dealing with this, take a friend, right? Don't do it alone. I started a group chat, the Uterus Union, right? Find moments of levity. I also named my largest fibroid Cowboy Carter. But also when you're
a Beyonce fan.
Because I'm a Beyonce fan. But also when you're in the office, slow down, trust your gut. You know your body.
Such good tips. Such
Ask
good advice.
questions.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, Zinhle, for sharing.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.